Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ExQueerience Points Starfinder, your favorite queer Starfinder podcast. If you love our show, we hope you'll rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you consume your podcasts. Every review brightens our day and helps new listeners to find us. We don't pay to advertise any of our podcasts on ExQueerience Points, so we hope you'll recommend us to your friends and just about anyone. If you'd like to support us, we hope you'll consider joining our Patreon. We'd be lost without our patrons. You keep our mics on and our dice rolling. We've got some great rewards, so check them out at patreon.com/ExQueeriencePoints. Keep up to date with all of our shenanigans, streams, and giveaways by following us on Twitter at EQPoints. If you want notifications for when we're streaming our episodes before they're released on the podcast feed, be sure to follow us on twitch.tv/ExQueeriencePoints. Please say hi. We love chatting with all of you. Stay tuned after the episode for some more exciting announcements.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.
So we are live, everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining us today. This is ExQueerience Points. We are playing Starfinder today. And my name is Kenny. My pronouns are he, they. And this is the amazing cast that's with us. Hello, Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Navu Paleglade, our scholar Solarian Gorin, whose pronouns are she, they.
Wonderful. Hi, Mackenzie. How's it going?
Good. I'm glad I was muted because I just had a Dr. Pepper burg. And speaking of Dr. Pepper, my name is Mackenzie. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Dr. Josephine Pepper, or known as Jo. And I am our envoy human, iconic icon. And her pronouns are also she, her.
Nice. And with us today is Callie. Hello, Callie.
Hi, I'm Callie, pronouns she, her, or they, them. I'm playing Yzra, the new edition Vanguard, who's a Scyphozoan, which is a 7-foot-tall, 200-pound sentient jellyfish, which I'm really excited to do.
Nice. And their pronouns?
She, he, they, the jellyfish, or the Scyphozoans are not really concerned with that.
Fantastic. Awesome. And Kelrick. Hello.
Hello, I'm Kelrick. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Thrani Ecos, a witchwarper ace pilot Patra, who has a animal companion named Shimsi, and their pronouns are she, her. It is amazing how easy that is when you have your character sheet open in front of you, and you can just be like, oh, name, class, level, theme, race, species.
Easy?
Companion. I was just like, whoa, okay.
Awesome. Fantastico. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Excited.
Good.
I cannot
so
see that
stoked.
map that you have open.
Oh.
There's a map open?
Oh, right. I need to share this with everybody.
Yeah, there's a map on the overlay.
There is a map on the overlay.
Now there's a map in my eyes.
The overlay is so small.
That's my new Dr. Pepper voice. Hello, I see it now. Yes. I can't.
All right. So to kind of recap what happened in the first AP, you all were on your GD Hoopty, and you were going to Far Portal Station to drop off some equipment, ? And while you were there, you all witnessed a giant space whale coming out of the far portal. And it was chasing another ship that came out of the far portal. Woo! And so you were tasked with trying to dispatch the space whale while saving the ship, which y'all did. You got on the ship, realized that it was of Ifriti design, which is weird. No one's ever seen things come out of the far portal. No one knows where it really goes. Lots of conjecture there. And so you got on the ship, you dispatched some aliens and some weird things, and you found some mysterious things, Allegiance Callers, and more Ifriti. Lots of mystery. Lots and lots of mystery. Got back to the station, hooked up with a scientist named Therese, and Therese wants you to take the information to the Burning Archipelago, specifically Asana Town, to meet up with her ex, drama, Nib. And so on your way there, when you get to Asana Town, it goes in lockdown. What? Lockdown. The Soldiers of Brass and the Sunrise Collective have taken over Asana Town. So you and your compatriots go through Asana Town, dispatching all of these fascists. Let's call them fascists, and try to take the city back. You all victoriously do so while rescuing Nib, Therese's ex, from being captured, and then you figure out who did the taking over, what they were trying to do, and you liberated the city of Asana Town. And while doing so, you were recruited by the Deep Cultures Institute to try to come back and figure out what was going on with that far portal. Why are there weird emanations coming from the center of the sun? What's driving all these Lashuntan people crazy? We'll find out when we get into Soldiers of Brass. After all of your heroics, you were invited to a party at the Deep Cultures Institute, specifically at the Museum of... What's its name? There we go. The Museum of Ender Solar Sciences. It was a late evening of partying. Nib was there, lots of drinks were had, lots of cheersing, and discussions on what led to the Brass Dragons were involved with the Sunrise Collective. What sort of political atmosphere led to the Sunrise Collective taking over Asana Town? Could this happen in other solar cities within the Burning Archipelago? Yes.
Also, where the fuck is the far portal?
Oh, yeah, and where did the far portal go? It sunk into the sun, mysteriously.
That's not covered by this AP.
It is not. So,
Seriously?
That was a wild guess on my part.
Probably.
I have no idea.
Who knows?
We should ask Crystal Frasier who wrote it.
Yes.
Don't give me a far portal and have it disappear. Like, what? And not explain it.
Well, they expected us
Check
to
off.
Yar, whales.
I'm sorry, it's the Chekhov rules of storytelling. You don't have a gun in Act 1 and not have it go off in Act 3.
Well, we're only in Act 2, so maybe you have to stick around for Act 3. Just saying.
Oh, wow. That was some shade right there.
Why I don't read Chekhov. I did one Uncle Vanya monologue and I said, I'm done for the rest of my life.
Respect.
I did the, we must live, Uncle Vanya. We must live. Don't die. Theater degree, baby.
I have to close a lot of different little windows. My apologies.
My favorite Greta Gerwig movie. The worst joke I've ever made in my life.
We're just having fun today.
Yeah. It's good to get back to the main story after a little break.
And it's just exciting to have Callie on the cast because Chaos Engine, like you would not believe.
We'll find out.
Things are going to get interesting.
I'm waiting for the cruel and inevitable betrayal.
I don't want to betray anybody.
I'll
just betray your expectations.
Then my expectations are betrayal.
Getting into where you all are at. So accommodations the DCI has provided due to Nib's gratitude are tidy and serviceable. Nib and her fellow academics brought a small array of fine food and drink from across the Pack Worlds to supplement the normal fare available in the dorms. The time here has been very comfortable. So it's only been like a couple of days since the events over in Asana Town. You all have made it to the DCI and are staying at their museum in their dormitory areas. It is night and you all are asleep. Thrani, you are having some disturbing dreams. You
All right.
toss and turn. You toss and turn, and you try to shake the visions from your head, but then you hear a high, loud pitch in your ear, and you wake up.
Okay. As I'm waking up, I'm pushing bodies away from me because may have made some friends overnight and just need some room. I'm just looking around the room, and there are just two other Patra in the room with me. So there's just a nice little pile of us.
A pile of Patra. That is the official term for a grouping of Patra. A pile. You're looking around the room.
Not a pride?
Nope, not a pride. It's a pile.
A pride is our war band.
So, as you look around, you notice an amber glow coming from the corner of the dormitory room.
All right. I walk over to. Would I know what was in that space before I went to sleep?
It was a small, sort of a meditation nook, if you will. There's a pad on the floor. There is a small shelf for either incense or candles. It's a space that you've used to kind of get your grounding in this area before.
Oh, absolutely. I would head right on over there.
When you get over there, you see a vision of yourself. And you're sitting there, and you have your hero deck out. And as you're watching this, you're witnessing yourself flip card over after card, and the reality shifts in waves over yourself, and you see images of yourself looking in one direction, looking worried in the other, and looking at card after card. You get a flash for a moment, and you see what yourself, your other version of self, is seeing, and you notice every version of yourself after you flip over card after card and reality after reality sees Yi laying on the ground, dead.
No, not my Yusoki butt. No, that's not a thing. So those cards would keep flipping.
You do. You shuffle, rearrange, flip. Shuffle, rearrange, flip. Searching for a reality in which to fix what's going on, what happened, to make sure that Yi doesn't end up dead in one way or another. As you do this, you can pinpoint one turning point in time. The point when Major Tom, the other person who has left your crew, left. Your Astrozoan friend left to help bolster the resistance in Asana Town. If Yi left with them, then Yi would stay alive.
I would put everything that I can control with my witchwarper powers into this. And it feels like it's this weird connection between me and a different self doing it. Because you say came over and there's visions of me doing this already. And so it feels like I'm actually in this different reality and connecting to that version of me that's trying to fix things.
As you're standing there watching yourself flip over these cards, it does happen. You shift into the body that is on the floor flipping through the cards. And as you're standing watching yourself, it's as if a camera is turning around and the legs come out from underneath you and you float down into the person that's sitting on the floor looking at the cards. And in that perception shift and reality shift, you feel the panic and the dread and the sadness of having to lose a team member. As you flip over the next card, however, you recognize that with this reality shift comes a new team member. When you rescued Nib from the prison, someone else was there. Callie, do you want to describe your character?
Sure. So Yzra is 7 feet tall. 6 of those feet are just the jellyfish tentacles and about a foot tall bell at the top with kind of like a pink jelly with gold flecks and green streaks that run through it. And it's translucent too. So Yzra takes on a bit of the color of whatever they happen to be standing in front of at the time. So yeah, a very large jellyfish. It just kind of stands on the tentacles too, somehow able to support 200 pounds of jelly. And frequently walks around like with some tentacles curled up, holding various things that they need because they don't have pockets.
Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, Yzra was with Nib being held at the police station in Asana Town. Kind of fast forward through time, Thrani's done the reality shift, and Yzra joined the party, and wherever Yi was protecting the party or covering the party, Yzra was instead.
Nice.
Yzra is also attached to the Deep Cultures Institute. They were arrested with Nib and they work together. So we are now back in the Deep Cultures Institute. Thrani is sitting on the floor, exhausted. Just beat and spent. And at this time, he's still aware that he had to make this choice.
I think I feel like I had to make the choice, but the Hero deck was doing a lot of the controlling, because the Hero deck is actually a bit stronger than I'm capable of controlling at this time. I'm just doing my best to work with it. I actually have to be a few levels higher to be able to control it more.
Yeah, but I think that once you reality shift, like, you have a feeling memory of what happened, but as the time passes, that feeling lessens. I'm sorry, my mouth did something weird there. The memory, the actual memory of the actual events that occurred begin to lessen, and it's like it was its own dream that then fades away. And all you're left with is the echo of the feeling that you had.
Awesome.
In the wee hours, the Institute is usually quiet. However, this morning, a deafening klaxon sounds. Let's get to that klaxon. That's not the one I wanted. Oh well, that's fine. And it sounds throughout the residential block. An automated voice accompanies the racket announcing, "Security breach in museum complex." As abruptly as it began, the alarm stops.
I don't trust that. And so I would dig through my pile of belongings and other people's belongings to find my comm unit and just reach out to the first person I'm reaching out to. I think it's still gonna be Navu. Navu's my go-to person to know what's going on.
Okay. So what do you say?
Oh, Navu, can you just tell me what's going on?
I'm not quite sure myself. Working on it.
So as you calms Navu, and after Navu replies, it was just the briefest of moments between the alarm stopping and you calmsing. Another voice sounds over the internal comms. It says, "This has been an unscheduled test of internal security systems. Had this been an actual emergency, the alert you just heard would have been accompanied by further safety instructions. Please disregard this test."
Yeah, no.
Navu, no. Let me wake up everyone else and see what we can do. And then I just open comms to both Dr. Joe and Yzra. And I'm like, "Dr. Joe, Yzra, I don't trust this. So can we all meet up?"
Oh, they said it's a test. It's okay.
This does not align with the normal tests.
And Dr. Joe, you have a whole book on lying.
I mean, I do. Yeah, I do.
Can you do an insight check for us?
I'm in
I'm in bed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, can I I don't know, would I be able to be like, I've studied lying? I know how to do that.
Roll a sense motive check. That's what
Jesus
you're
Christ.
looking for.
Oh, nice.
All right.
You're right, he gads. I have a whole chapter about this. It's called False Alarms, How to Detect.
So as you're thinking about it, you know that the voice is not the same as those of the similar automated announcements that have occurred within the DCI during your recent stay. You've heard alarms go off and you've heard tests. None of the voices align with what you just heard.
Yeah, I'll say, oh, you're right. Okay, well, and I'll get up and put my robe on and get ready to go meet up with the squad.
I love the idea of you having an armored robe now. You're like, oh, this is my casual armor.
I'm always ready, even in bed.
By yourself, though? That's surprising.
You never know. I'm a highly wanted woman. in many ways, in many places. You quite literally never know. I sleep with a bulletproof vest on.
Yzra will lift off the ground. I feel like they sleep by just kind of splooting on the floor wherever they're nearest, and put on their armor, which is basically just like a really big helmet that goes over their bell. But I think because they don't really have a face, I think they've had somebody scratch in a smiley face on one side of the armor, so that people can kind of know which way they're facing. So they plunk that on and then get ready to go meet up.
So that does bring up an interesting question. How does Yzra sense their surroundings?
Yzra has blind sense.
Blind sense. Okay, perfect.
Which it doesn't expressly say that Scyphozans don't have normal eyes, quote unquote. But I'm just kind of self-handicap and just roll with only blind sense because I think that's fun.
Well, and doesn't blind sense break down into different senses, blind sense,
vibration specifically?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're
tough. Yeah.
You're tough.
That's awesome.
Anyway, can I roll a computers check?
Yeah.
Because I assume there's a computer terminal in our rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Desna. I don't have a god in this game. 13. So I'm just going to quote Lunea.
Let's see here. You're not really able to get into the system. You're kind of in the visitors section of the computer that, points out the fun exhibits and the history of emanations from deep sun.
Okay. If I open the door, what do I see? With the lights off.
All right. So
in my corner.
You are going to be in the residence lounge, which is the area of the map that my cursor is currently circling. It has
that we cannot see.
That you cannot see? Oh, no, I shared this with you. Hold on.
We can see the map, but we can't see your cursor.
Oh, weird. Okay. That's fair. Let me see how I can ping. I'm going to draw a circle. Nope, that's
okay.
a circle.
So what is this 10-foot circle?
Anyway, so the 10-foot circle is kind of outside the room that it needs to be in, but to the area that has the chair, the little lounge area with the bar stools, little kitchenette, that is the residence lounge. This area has an outdated entertainment center, kitchen, and walk-in refrigerator, as well as a supply closet. A double-door labeled administration stands across the hall to the west.
I'm going to wake up the two Patra with me and say, you should try and get to any of your friends, make sure they're safe, as I'm donning my armor, and then head out.
As you're putting on your armor, one of them yawns and stretches, and then kind of flops over and starts purring.
Not the time, buddy. And as I put on the legs, I use it to pretend to accidentally push them. Get moving.
One of them gets up, puts on their clothes. The other one just kind of stares at you. All right.
Yeah. So does Navu see anything up and down the hall?
Looking up and down the hall. No, you don't see anything specifically up and down the hall. You do know that if you take the double doors to the west, it leads out of the dormitory area.
Okay. I'm gonna head out of the dorm into the main area of the museum. I'll report back if I see anything.
Do keep us posted.
Sorry, Thrani's voice changes every time you say something.
Oh, absolutely.
Would you like assistance in scouting ahead?
Please.
I will be there momentarily. And Yzra will jelly over towards Navu.
I'm gonna hear. Who's the doctor in that space cartoon? Zoidberg.
Rick and Morty?
The way Zoidberg.
Zoidberg,
Like
yeah.
making noises. That's what I'm hearing.
Exactly. Except like whispered because I gotta be stealthy. It's like
Yeah, what is stealth? I don't have stealth.
Yep. I mean, go ahead and roll it.
Oh no.
I'm actually kind of stealthy.
Me too.
I'm not.
So you kind of
Especially with a 9.
Pink Panther walk to
To the
museum administrative doors. You know that the guest key cards don't open the doors, but that the offices are normal during the normal operation hours.
That was a good stealth rolling. 22.
wiggly. I'm
Yeah.
wiggly and see-through. I'm good at stealth.
I'd like to think that because Navu is so bad at stealth, it helps Yzra be better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Distractions.
Yzra, yeah, exactly. Yzra is able to provide Navu plenty of cover, I feel. But there's nothing to like have cover about. You are definitely making it through the area.
Can you update the combat tracker so we can just throw our icons in?
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
That's just helpful for me because there are 2 bedrooms here, and I want to see which ones we're in.
Why don't y'all roll initiative so we can actually do order on this?
Okay.
What? Doesn't mean anything.
Find initiative.
I don't trust you, Kenny.
Okay. So, Dr. Joe, what are you doing?
Where am I'm trying to figure out where I'm at right now. I'm over there. Okay.
So
Cool.
To the west is the administration area, and you know that you need to go through there to get into the museum to search. Typically, guests don't have access, but y'all do. You were given special access.
Yeah, I don't super see even to the north other ways other than like bathrooms. So I'll probably just follow them as well and just be like, all right, let's go. It's a party. Oh, we're sneaking. Oh shit. I'll just
What's going on with this 10-foot circle thing?
Don't worry about the 10-foot circle. I can't delete it.
Okay, because I like to think that that's the bedroom I'm coming out of,
Oh, okay.
and so
Pay no attention to the 10-foot circle.
Oh, so yeah, I'm
Famous
gonna
last word. Holy shit.
I'll be like, oh, we're sneaking. Okay. Just disappear out of existence.
used to having to sneak out of people's bedrooms. We get it.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say.
I never been caught once. I leave a nice
shame.
note. I leave a nice note and then I bolt.
Is it
I have like
books.
Yeah, I have stationery that's like JP, and then it's like a credit for a free book. And if I liked it, I'll be like, give me a call sometime. And if not, I'll just roll out.
Free book download.
I don't know why. I do not know why this character became a Lothario. Like, I don't know how that happened, or I didn't know. But she just is, I guess. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna go with the 2 of them, since I'm like, oh sure, I don't know where else to go.
Okay, so I think we've all met up and we're grouped outside that door that leads to the west.
Fantastic. Okay. Apologies, y'all. I keep on messing with the map, and so it disappeared again. But it's back. We are fine. All right, so you all are out in the corridor outside the museum administration. Where are y'all going?
Through yonder door?
Yeah, go ahead.
Through the door to the west.
Yeah, go through the door to the west then. You scan your key card, the door's open, and you're able to enter the area. A quick scan of the area sees that it's clear. It's an office-lined passage that houses workspaces of the museum administrators.
Do we have any idea where the controls for the alarm we heard would be?
Not necessarily. These are offices for administrative purposes. You could probably jump on a computer if you wanted to.
I think Thrani would definitely do that.
Okay. As you all enter the administrative area, you hear a ping on your comms, and Nib's voice comes out on your personal comms. Okay. Ow. Hello? It's on? Hello?
Hey, honey.
Hey,
Nib,
crew.
hello.
You heard that, right? Well, let me tell you, the DCI is supposed to schedule any alarm tests to avoid things like startling staff members falling off stools and risking losing hours of work, and the result of delicate experiments. So, could you go to the museum and check that out? I'll be up as soon as I can.
We already are.
Read our mind.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And Nib cuts out.
I would dodge into one of these rooms that has a computer desk and see if I can log in and do anything. I'm assuming I have credentials for the DCI now, so.
Yeah, go ahead and do a computer's check.
Ooh, 22.
Oh, wow, nice.
You're like, sorry, it was a DC 25.
No, you're fine. You're fine. With a 22, you search the DCI guest and employee digital literature on the museum's internal infosphere and learn that such unscheduled test is against institutional protocol, so it checks out with what Nib says. And you also notice that guests and staff have access to a security notification system. You call up that system, which is a trivial task, and learn that conditions are green and no security within the DCI, including an observer class security robot, is reacting to them.
I'd like to spoogle what. How can you hack a security system?
Excuse me.
Can I get step-by-step instructions on how other people have dealt with this?
You start spoogling, and a prompt comes back: restricted information.
Fair.
A small schematic of the museum pops up and directs you to the main area of the museum outside of administration.
Okay, cool. That's what I was looking for. So, it looks like we should just keep going west.
All right. So, let's hear. What do y'all want to do?
Navu's gonna different offices as they go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Heading down the corridor, you slide open door after door, and each of the offices is empty.
Better safe than sorry. Yes.
I think Yzra's gonna somewhat exasperatedly, thank you, follow behind Navu and gently tentacle the doors closed after Navu opens them.
And I'm gonna be right behind Yzra or next to them, depending on what we wind up doing.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Through the doors.
Yep, continuing aft.
Like we do. We just like to open doors. It's our party thing. Is there a door? Let's open it.
Hey, that was a tactical thing.
Absolutely. But it's very much in line with our party ideals. Leave no door unopened.
Yeah,
Stone
fair.
unturned, no door unopened.
Okay. So you open the door. As the door slides open, I'll describe the area. A few chairs and low tables fill most of the space here. Double doors to the east and west read DCI staff only. A door marked elevator stands to the northwest, but the panel beside it glows red. To the south are 2 doors, each leading to a meeting room that can be seen through the transparent wall. A staircase east of the elevator leads up, curving out of sight. Though as the door slides open, you do notice a bloodshot and a Keshti, who is this lizard-like creature, fumbling with something technological on the floor.
Is it a trap?
Because it says trap.
It does say
It says glitter bomb.
It says trap on the floor, so I mean they're fumbling with something.
Okay, so we don't know that, and you two are in front. I don't know that Thrani.
Yzra's gonna like swivel its bell to face Navu and like hold up a tentacle and like wiggle it menacingly at the Keshti, like with the inquiry of like, should I slap?
One moment. Hold that action. Meta talk. Excuse me.
You call out to the Akechi.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Did I stutter?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, that was supposed to be teasing. That
No
came
problem.
out much more harsh
No.
than intended.
You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Okay, so you say excuse me to the Akeshti, and it wheels around looking very surprised, and it lowers a pulse caster rifle towards you that was kind of hanging on a strap around its midsection, and it kind of growls as it looks like it's going to fire. Now everyone roll new initiatives.
Oh,
We'll get this going.
Oh.
but I liked mine.
Yeah,
I know, I did
Slap
too.
it.
Oh, I liked mine much better.
Ugh.
Oh goodness, a 9 is not as good as what I had.
I am ready to slap.
When
Exactly
7
half
is
what I-
even worse than what I had.
So
Ouch.
what we'll do is we'll give everyone a surprise round, and then we will go from there. So let's start with Yzra.
Okay, I'm gonna try. So I have attack lash as my weapon, but flavor-wise, just because it's cool, it's definitely just like 2 of my tentacles are like squids, like longer than normal, and those are the ones that I use to slap things. I'm gonna slap them and specifically try and do a combat maneuver to disarm the Keshti.
Okay.
So I have improved combat maneuvers, so it basically winds up being +7 versus KAC +8, so it's effectively a -1. But let's
Okay.
see if this will. That's feats. I don't need feats. I need actions. Aha! I did it. I didn't do it. Probably not. 16.
16 did not make. So we are
16
good.
is definitely small enough.
Yep.
Okay. That didn't work. So I'm gonna scooch just out of the doorway so that other people can do things.
Fantastic. Next in the order is Dr. Joe.
Well, I see that, and I'm like, well, I guess we're slapping. Oh no. I'm trying to think of what I have. I feel like I haven't done a combat in like 1,000 years. I just talk my way out of things. I assume I have like my pistol, right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You have whatever's in your inventory. So you have your pistol, your static arc pistol. You have several frag grenades.
I have a sword for some reason.
A sword for some
Never
reason,
used.
and some fisticuff gauntlet things.
Well, if we're slapping, I feel like I gotta use my gauntlet. I've never used them before, so I'll say, "Oh, I'll slap too," and I'll squeeze my way forward, and I'll try to slap it with my gauntlet, I guess.
So this is a surprise round, so we only get to move or hit.
Oh shit!
I'm
Well, I'm
go
gonna
backwards.
Yeah.
then I'm gonna not move. I'm gonna stay back here and I'm gonna shoot it. I'm more of a distance person anyway.
You don't need to be in this slap fight.
I do not need to be in the slap range.
I have coordinated shot too, and since I have long wiggly arms, I can threaten from further away, so it gives a little bonus.
What is
Wiggly.
it? What's the bonus? +2?
+1.
No, +1.
So that is a hit, definitely.
Hurrah. 17.
Hello.
At least one of
Let's
them
get
is-
crazy. Ooh, yes, minimum damage. Bring it out. Let's go.
2 taken.
Pew pew.
Is it dead yet?
It is not. It is not dead.
Got you, Stan. Snort? I'm gonna be like living the high of getting you to snort all day.
God. I don't have makeup on to hide how red I am right now.
All right.
Oh.
Thrani Ecos. What is Thrani going to do with their surprise round?
I think I'm going to cast. Oh no, it's a touch and they're not within range. I won't do that. Fine. Can I tell what kind of gun it is?
Yes, it's a pulsecaster rifle.
So that's going to shoot lasers.
Lasers.
That's not going to help. Well, I was hoping to do something that is not going to work. So I guess I'm going to... All the spells changed up on me now. I'm like, what do I have anymore? I thought I had something.
You're canon now.
Yeah, so what happened was we were using the witchwarper class from the playtest because the other book hadn't been published yet and was not available in Fantasy Grounds. And then, lo and behold, it was miraculously released to Fantasy Grounds. And so it had changed between playtest and release. Who knew? Cal is trying to adjust to the new character stats and spells of the actual witchwarper class.
I do miss many, many, many things. Okay, so I have a cantrip called Hazard, which is exactly the same spell I had before with a new name, I guess. I can deal 1d3 acid, cold, electricity, fire, or sonic damage in a 5-foot radius burst. What does that mean?
Is there a range on it?
Range is close, 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels.
Okay.
So I guess I know. I'm going to place it so that it happens between the bloodshot thug who is fighting us and the square behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So that it is bursting right there. And I will choose acid damage.
Okay. And do they get a save or?
I am looking up the rules of use.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Is that okay? So that's the actual roll. I rolled a 12.
Okay. So is that versus like a KAC EAC thing, or is it? So let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do it as a DC reflex save.
Okay. So my spell DC is
10 plus 3 plus your level, which is 16. Let's say that for now, and then we'll
Sure.
figure out what the actual ruling is later.
love it.
Cool. So, as a reflex save, they do not make.
Ooh, they do not. Hey, max damage, which is 1
Fantastic.
point more than Dr. Joe's minimum. Take 3.
All right.
And I don't know if the acid does anything to the thing that this person was messing with, but it has acid on it now.
It does not, but we will discuss that in a minute. Okay. Perfect. Okay. It is now Navu's turn.
Okay, since I cannot move, because surprise round, I'm gonna chuck a grenade at him.
Ooh. Okay.
I love it.
Who are you? Me? I yell.
Hey.
Navu's who shot the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. That used to be the only thing I thought about doing. I was like, I guess I'll just throw a grenade. I don't know how to do anything else.
That is how you beat me in A-Hole's little game.
I'm gonna throw a shock grenade. 19, baby.
Fantastic. That makes, so let me see if they get their save in. They do not make their save. So, how much damage do they take?
1d8.
Perfect. Ooh.
Oh!
Damn.
what does it
Sweet.
look like
Max
when
damage.
This, bloodshot thug gets taken out?
So, Navu, without kind of missing a beat, pulls a grenade from the side of this new utility belt that they have in this reality, flicks the pin out and pegs him in the chest, and it just kind of electrocutes all over them. Like they took a stun bolt to the chest.
Batman.
Fantastic. That's exactly what happens. I'm gonna roll a percentage for something interesting.
Okay.
Interesting is never. Oh dear, I see shadow dice.
Okay.
Oh
So,
dear.
the body tumbles backwards on top of the thing it was messing with.
The glitter bomb?
And everyone roll a reflex save for me.
What about those of us who are behind the doors?
The doors are open. Roll a reflex save.
I'm not very quick.
Oh, that was almost a natural one. I'll take a 13.
Oh, I'll take a 21.
Joe, you do not
And
need
then
to roll
Yzra
one.
died.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I just do a backflip.
24.
Shit.
Dang.
That's my second natural 20.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
I worry what that
all
means
of
for you for
those nat
future
20s,
rolls.
please.
I know.
Um,
Tasty.
so. All right. You all take. Thrani and Navu take half of the damage, so 3 points of damage. And Yzra takes a full 5 points of damage. The body falls backwards onto this trap, and apparently it was set enough to trigger this huge bright explosion of flash of foil glides through the air, sticking onto every surface that it comes into contact with. And the foil starts just adhering to absolutely everything.
What is this
Yzra-
foil?
I'm covered in foil.
Yeah, Yzra is now covered in foil. Everyone else was able to kind of get out of the blast radius and not have the foil stick to them. So Yzra now has a -4 penalty to stealth checks.
Did we just kill a guy setting up a prank?
It's just a prank, bro.
So with that, can I use? Do I even have? Oh, I don't even have. Oh, I do get. I still have token spell. Can I token spell some of that off of Yzra?
It's going to take a couple of minutes to do that. If you want to take the time to absolutely do that, but you are investigating a break-in, so...
Well, set off a grenade recently.
I can. Every move we make, I can cast that spell because it's a.
Every step you make.
Exactly. It's a token spell. I can clean that
Every
as
bond
we're
you
going.
break.
I'll be pulling glitter off of you.
All right. Let me
Did you
dumpster this
attune it all?
I didn't, no. I should have. But to be fair, if I had, by the time we got there, I'd be fully attuned. But I don't think Kenny will give me that.
I'll give you 1 level of attunement with whatever battle you're entering.
I'll take
You are a
Photon,
kind,
please.
kind GM.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. All right. But this is a great time to take a quick break. Thank you all so much for joining us today. This has been an amazing return to the AP Dawn of Flame, AP2 Soldiers of Brass. Amazing job, y'all. Amazing job. I will go through and do the experience and the loot and stuff off camera. Awesome. So, yeah. With that, let's say our farewells, and we'll do reverse order this time. So, Kelric, take it away.
Okay. Well, first, I want to thank you for being so flexible and letting us do like crazy stuff, because being able to just turn the robot off was really, really cool. I like that. I'm Kelric. You can find me on Twitter at Cormallon. That's CORMALLON. I also monitor the EQ Points Twitter. You can find me here every other Saturday. You can find me on alternating Sundays narrating our Cumanera game. And yeah, I think that's it for now, though. I'm working on a couple other things that hopefully will be happening soon.
Nice. Thanks, Kelric. And Callie.
I'm Callie. You can find me on Twitter at @thegreaseMop. I'm also the GM for Roll to Fail, which we put out episodes every other Monday. This Monday is one of those Mondays. And we're currently running an Into the Odd campaign, which is turning out to be pretty neat.
Nice. Thank you so much for joining us, Callie. And Callie
So fun.
is now a new permanent member of our cast. So welcome. I cannot wait to see and hear about the hijinks that Yzra gets up to in this campaign. Mackenzie.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at Mackenzie Wilkes. And you can catch me on Rise of the Demigods every Wednesday. I also do 2 podcasts, Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice, as well as Dungeon Wives, where I play a game with my partner, and we're just doing it. We're just vibing and just loving each other. And I'm here every other Saturday. So that's me.
Fantastic. And last but not least, Steph.
I'm Steph. You can find me on Twitter at Steph_Bard. And when I'm not here rolling dice with these awesome folks, I am on my podcast Film Fatales with my friend Meg. And we're actually going to be taking the month of May off because the Rona has kicked both of our butts mentally. And we just need to kind of recover. But we'll be back with episodes in June. And we just released an episode where Meg talks with her friend Tyler about the live action Beauty and the Beast film.
That's awesome.
Sounds great.
Very cool. And again, my name is Kenny. You can find me on the Twitters at PunderDrone. When I am not being a cruel DM in Starfinder, you can find me on the Cumanera stream and cast. I play the lovable anthropomorph were creature Hillian, who turns into a rabbit every once in a while and has a penchant for eating people. So join us there every other Sunday for that amazing, fantastic time with Kelric as the DM. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and I cannot wait to find out what happens when y'all finish investigating this museum. This has been so much fun. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for listening to ExQueerience Points Starfinder. If you're looking for more TTRPG podcasts in your life, we recommend checking out our sister podcast, Roll to Fail. They are 6 friends who have no business behind the mic or rolling dice. If you like what we create, then you should check out Cumanera, an adventure utilizing Numenera, releases every other Friday. This unlikely team is working for the Order of Truth to help communities under the influence of the strange and weird effects of Numenera. You can easily find it and all other recent episodes of our shows on our website, ExQueeriencePoints.com. LGBT and D uses an entirely LGBT cast to tell stories using the Masks, a new generation TTRPG system. Their episodes come out weekly on Fridays and feature a mix of serious issues as well as lighthearted fun to try and tell diverse stories with a variety of viewpoints. If you like teen superheroes, LGBT+ representation, and bad puns, give them a listen. They can be found on all your favorite podcatchers as well as on Twitter at LGBTDpod.